I am Sakirat Olajumoke Johnson MCIA. I'm from this town, native of Igbesa land, born and bred in Igbesa. I attended my primary and secondary education here in Igbesa and taught for 3 good years before my university education. I attended University of Ilorin, Kwara State, where I graduated as a linguist. I studied linguistics, Yoruba language. I had my second degree, first at the University of Lagos, MPA, second at Lagos State University. That is where I had my MA. I actually did that because I have a plan to proceed to my PhD, which I've started. So now my PhD in view. I feel I feel elated. I feel very happy. I'm proud. I'm multi-proud to be a woman. I am a woman and I'm proud to be a virtuous one at that. Gone are those days when you say women are meant to be in the kitchen. No. These days, women rule. So we are on top. So I'm happy to be a woman. I'm happy to be a woman. The ladies are coming up from different positions, from different angles. We are coming up. We are taking up challenges. You know, the challenge we had was was in those days when people think or feel women are meant for the kitchen, just like I said earlier, that women cannot do, and they don't, especially men don't believe in bowing down. I want to ascribe that to our culture. It is in this world, this part of the world, that we see men mostly in the ends of affairs. It's not like that in the outside world, because we see women, which we all know, we can testify to that women are ruling over there. But in this part of the world, we believe that women should be subjected to being under the leadership of men. I'm a practical example. So position of leadership is not for men alone now, and we are taking up that. So there's nothing men can do that women cannot do. No. And I want to challenge people in authority to try women's ability. I don't believe in that. There is virtually nothing that a man has achieved that could make any woman feel inferior. If I get your question right, no, we are not. As I gone are those days, we are not inferior any longer. There is no achievement of a man that I have the courage, I have the boldness, I know within me that I can surpass that achievement with God on my side. So I want women, we are waking up to that responsibility. In fact, we know that we are being cheated. That's the way I want to put it. We have been cheated in the past. And that's why these days we go for positions too. There is no position that we cannot attain. The only position we have not been given in this part of the world is the number one of a citizen or the number one of a state, where I bet you we can do it. We can do it even more than the men that are handling it. So I don't believe there's any achievement any man has achieved in the past or will achieve that will make a woman to feel inferior, that I can't do it. Let's give it to the man. No. There is virtually nothing a man can do now that a woman cannot do, and do even more better. So I don't agree to that. She will make history. She has made history, and I know she will make more. because with the kind of, she's a role model. I'm proud to be a woman, because anytime when the history was made, we were very happy, and we are still happy that a woman, especially from this part of the world, from this part where we believe that we don't give our women chance to do things, to rule, because of this our culture, our belief that women are meant to be under the men. I was happy when I saw that clip, because it's like a dream come true for her and to some of us women. We have actually been looking forward to seeing ourselves up there, where men will call men to cooperate with us, to work with us. Let's put women in position, and let's move the train and see how it is. It's enough of men. Can't you see that things are not even moving the way they are supposed to? Because we deprive women of certain positions. So Nkonje Iweala's achievements, it's for all of us. It's for all of us women. Our victory is our victory. Our achievement is our achievement. Our success is our success. And we are proud. We are proud to have associated with her, because she is our own. You know, this thing starts from our homes. What do we teach our children, especially the girl child? What do we teach them? Right from when they are young, we should be able to instill into them discipline that will make them see themselves as very unique, as a very unique being. Then they begin to see, these days all we see around the nude pictures of, sometimes this week I was watching the television with my children, and I said, there's virtually no song these days that if you want that song to sell, then you must portray a woman. You must show a woman that is naked, either dancing for you or doing all sorts of things. Then those are the things that it affects women orientation to some extent. Let our children, especially the girl child, let them see achievement of women. Tell them about people that have made it as a woman. Then they tend to have confidence in themselves that, yes, I can do it. Then they will start looking out for women that have made it, that are achievers in life, as their role model. Then if that is the case, they don't have problems when it comes to now attaining leadership position or leadership role, because they will have all these things will have been registered in their mind that if this person can do it, if this person can make it, if this person is this, then I can do it, then I can, unlike the other way around, so to say. No, not outrightly. I'm not a politician. Ngozi was never a politician. And some women like that, it's not until you are a politician, it's not until you are the president or you are what we are just saying is that there is nothing that a man can do or a man can achieve, or there is no leadership role that a man can occupy that a woman cannot occupy. But that does not say politics is now we have women that are not politicians and they are doing fine as leaders. So it's not until you are a politician before you can affect your generation, before you can affect women positively, before you can affect the girl child. So I'm not a politician. So that's my answer to that. We should start taking up responsibility to, number one, be good role models to the young ones. Good role models to the young ones, to the upcoming ladies. We don't always want things around us. At times, what we plan is not always the end result. But talking about the society affecting people, there are so many things like empowerment that we can organize empowerment program for our women, trainings for our women, then get our girl child educated. It's very important. Education is important. What is killing women these days is education. But we thank God that that is changing also. We have a lot of women now that are being educated. But this has to get to the rural areas. As we speak, there are still towns or villages that the people don't believe so much in educating their girl child. So maybe I would say, as a woman, we need, which I personally as a person have taken upon myself, and I have been doing that to the villages. That's how I feel I can affect my own generation. I've been doing that. We want education to get to the deepest parts of our villages, especially the villages around this place. So we have organized seminars before to educate our parents in the rural setting. So that is part of affecting our generation as a woman. Then again, I want to say that I don't know how that is possible, because for the challenge we have here in this country, that challenge, until God help us and it's removed, it's abolished, we don't give our schools in the rural settings, in the rural areas, we don't give them attention as it should be. So, and that has been our challenge. From where I've been to, it's a very big challenge. And I pray God will help our government so that we can overcome that. Because one way of affecting your generation, if you don't get them educated, if you don't get our young ones educated, then it's going to be a problem. The problem will persist. So, and that is why I just said that. That's by the way. Then another thing is training. Have I mentioned training? Training. We need to train and retrain our people. That everything is now women. We are in this society. We are coming up. So everything is not about men now. So we should train our people. Then while doing that, they should not also neglect their primary assignments, which is their homes. And God will help us.
Okay.
Me seeing me as the registrar should throw challenge to ladies. So my being the registrar alone is a challenge, should be a challenge to ladies, especially in Ogitech. So they should be able to know that if this woman can achieve this at this age, then I should be able to. So I'm challenging all ladies. With determination, with hard work, we cannot rule out that. Determination, they should be determined. They should, whatever you find doing, that's what the Bible says. Whatever your hands finds doing, do it well. Being a registrar should be a challenge to everyone seeing me, because it's been easy with God on my side. But I want to believe there is nothing anybody cannot achieve with hard work, with God on our side. So talking about my family, my home now, I want to sincerely give it to my husband. He's been a very wonderful man. He's been outstanding. He's been so supportive. It shouldn't affect each other. So my work is work, and my home is my home. As a leader, maybe some other two might have their own way of doing it. But for me, once I'm not in the office, then I'm with my family, my children especially, because they need me at this time. I must not say because I'm working, I'm a career woman, now allow that to affect their upbringing. So I create time out of this my busy schedule. When I'm home now, I forget everything about official for now, for some time. Although, like yesterday, for instance, I still did some things that has to do with office. Officially, I still worked at home, but my children will come, ask questions, and I will give them time. So I don't allow it. Although I'm stressed at times, I'm tired, but out of that, I still give them time. And my weekends, my weekends are for my family. So I don't joke with that. And like we said the other time, when we talk of women in leadership, I would like to also appreciate God for the life of my boss. She's also a leader, she's a mother. And that is Engineer Dr. Mrs. Olufunke Olanike Akinkurulere. She's the rector of this great institution. Also a very hardworking and a role model. She's a leader and an administrator by excellence. So, and we have been following our line of leadership. And thank God for her that she believes also in women. She believes in women. She believes in what women can do. And that is why in our cabinet we have more women these days, because she believes in women. The appointment of women in position of being the dean, directors, even our head of library is a woman, and myself as the acting registrar, as you can see, I'm a woman, and we relate fine. And some people, they might think maybe because we are women, maybe we don't understand ourselves. If I must tell you, we've had the best relationship so far. We've had the best relationship, and I want to appreciate her. Then, there's an adage that says a tree cannot make a forest. Being a registrar does not mean that I do all these things on my own. That the little achievements so far as the acting registrar it has not been me alone. I have my team, and I want to say thank you to all the registry staff, everybody that has worked with me one way or the other. They have been wonderful, because as a leader you need followers that are understanding, and they make leadership very easy for you. But if you have difficult people to govern, and they will make leadership very difficult for you. But I want to thank God for my team. They have been so wonderful. They are excellent. Thank you. I want to start from my home. Like I said the other time, I want to say thank you to God that our people are beginning to see education as one tool, as one big tool for success, for achievements. And I can see that even the existence of this polytechnic in this area has given us so many opportunities, and that has affected the lives of our girl child in this community. And I must say thank you to God for that. So now I'm encouraging, they say a prophet is not honorable in his own town. That is why some still believe that this polytechnic in their domain, they are not grabbing the opportunity they have. So I want to encourage girls out there. In our own days, we travel very far to get education. But these days, it has been brought to their doorstep. So why not make use of this opportunity? We should get education instead of the normal norm of this. When you finish your secondary school education, then you go and marry. Our girls should change, especially this environment. I'm encouraging people. I'm encouraging the women, ladies of this community, to take up the challenge of getting themselves education. Let them be educated. Yoruba will say, kò sígbà tá a dáṣọ tá a rí lẹ̀ fi wọ́. Education should be their first priority as girls, as ladies, as women. And our parents, let them release girl child. Let them release them to be educated, so that in this nearest future, we'll be able to look back and say, yes, we have our child here. She's a female. We have a leader there. She's our own. She's from our town. But if we cannot do all those, Rome was not built in a day. So it starts from somewhere. So the first thing is to make sure that our children are educated, especially the female. Let us, our parents, I'm pleading, give us education as female. And that is the one big, strong tool that we have.